That's what you get when you don't listen to me. Staying stopped.
Yeah, this one comes up to you.
Can it be a free action for me to drop the sword in fright, just for flavor funness?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely drop the sword when they turn and have creepy eyes. That sounded very creepy. So I definitely just drop the sword when that happens.
Listen, anything that helps the GM is always acceptable.
That makes a lot of sense. Does that hit you?
Unfortunately,
Only 7. Blah. Okay. Yeah, you drop the sword in fright, and before you know it, the creature in the back with an astounding speed rushes up to you and stabs you into your torso. It nicks you a bit, and it doesn't quite go all the way in, but it does pierce your skin, and the pain kind of brings you back to your senses. And with that, you're up.
okay, I will summon my water whip, or hopefully summon it. Did the thingy break?
I'm checking.
Yeah, well, you definitely succeeded.
Yeah, I succeeded.
If you didn't succeed, then that spell is way too difficult for how
Seeing as you rolled an
unimpressive
18,
it is.
Yeah. Rolls 18. Can't summon water whip.
He's scared.
Looks at negative 20 intelligence. Knows why.
Can you make an attack with whip?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a minor action this time on it, right?
right. I just need to look up the magic cost. I wish that there was a spot for the magic cost in that little box.
I wish you would tell me the spell, because I end up having to look it up every single time. A lot to be desired in this API script. 14 damage.
No, that's the attack roll.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Water's very lethal.
Yeah, that'll hit. Curiosity's hands, it is.
It's so lethal.
Yeah, you summon your water whip, and you summon it, and the water begins to form that spiral cord. But your nerves get the best of you, and before it's completely formed, you go bash out with it, trying to beat back this strange creature coming for you, and you do smack it a little, but it doesn't do as much as you're hoping for. Okay.
move forward and attack with my spear. I love that long reach that I got. Kind of less like the amount of damage that roll did.
What's your... Oh, your attack is 20. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
If that one didn't hit, I would be very scared of these kobolds. Troglodyte.
And you're attacking the one that attacked Curiosity?
Yeah, that's the only one I can reach.
Okay, yeah. You a little bit more on your toes. You take your spear out and kind of lift it so it's above Curiosity's head and stab down into the creature. It's small and so it's hard to get a grip on, but you do slash it good right across its chest area. You hear it scream out in pain. And it gets you a little bit. You feel a little bit sorry because the pain almost sounds like it's half surprised. But you look at those eyes, and the eyes still look menacing and full of just nightmarish things. Although for Harmony, it doesn't look so much like purple starlight flowing off their eyes. Instead, it just looks like black, almost like black tar bleeding out of the creature's eyes downwards and down its face. For you, it's an almost blood-curdling sight as you're seeing the face of the creature for the first time, and it is nothing like the other trogs you have fought.
Well, I'm glad I can't see that. Or does it look like that for me too now?
No, to you it looks like purple starlight just floating off their eyes in a very menacing
Although that's
way.
slightly concerning. What is wrong with Harmony? Harmony, what is wrong with you?
I'm fine.
I'm sure you are. Aren't you carrying around some sort of demonic construct thingy-mabob?
Well, and it is that scream that I finish my aiming action and open fire at this troglodyte. Let me make sure I do the right thing with the aiming though. Yep, this one. Should be an extra one in there, so it should be 20 total. No, I will do the strong one.
Lethal
Or actually,
blow.
I might not do that because or actually, yeah, I'll do lethal blow.
So 16 damage total?
Yep.
Yeah, with that you take out your you noticing Winter frees up at seeing these strange creatures, and you see that's the same purple miasma floating off of their eyes. But you're a hunter. You've seen weird things before. This doesn't faze you. And you take out your arrows, carefully aim, and sink it right into its throat. You see it go right and pierce through. You can tell that the creature's on its way out, but it still has a little bit of life left that it tries to make another attack towards Winter. Now it is this one's turn. it's going to it's going to throw a spear at Curiosity.
Oh, they have throwing spears and two-handed spears? That's no fair.
So, yeah, that will hit him. Ooh, yes.
Yikes.
It's max damage right there.
Sweet max damage.
So yeah, the spear flies through the air, and you're not prepared for it as you're dealing with the one in front of you. And all of a sudden, you just see a rickety spear. I mean, you don't even even know what happens until you look over and see a rickety spear in your shoulder, just kind of stuck in there and bobbing up and down as it slightly wiggles, stuck in your body.
I forgot to ask about if my dex was higher than his. Too late now.
Okay, and then finally this one in front of Winter's gonna go. He moves up to stab at Winter. Does a 14 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Oh my god, this is like the rolls I was getting against the bat creature. Levels of damage here.
I think we all need to fall back to the spot where we can all be together.
Yeah, Winter, you seeing your hesitation, and even as the arrow went straight through its neck, it was still in a motion to stabbing you. And so with the last little bits of its breath, it sends its spear straight through your leg. And it cuts through your skin and goes through the other side. It hurts like the dickens. You're up.
She cries out in pain and then takes her Morning Star and tries to smack it. Wrong one, sorry.
Yep, that will hit. I will allow you to reroll your damage if you want to. But you can keep that roll if you like.
I'll just keep it.
Okay. As the creature stabs into your leg, and you scream out, and it's quite painful. You manage enough as you unhook your mace, you swing upward and across the straw, and you hear a cracking sound as whatever's left of this creature's life force is just smushed into the ground, and you see the trog falls over, its face almost pasted up against the sand. Right, the one in front of Harmony's gonna go next. It's gonna stab you again with his spear.
Hopefully it doesn't get a 15. Haha, wait, what is it? What's the bonus? 4, 9, yay!
Does that miss?
Yes, it misses, but the thing is broken.
I know, I have
Okay.
the script open, and I just keep hitting repair. Okay, yeah, you a little more prepared this time. As you see this one spear hanging in your body, you see the other trog stabbing at you, and you yelp out and lift up your leg, and it goes right between where your leg would have been, and stabs that. And the creature brings it back up, and he looks up at you with those weird violet eyes. There's no emotion, no pain, not even anger or hatred towards you, just calm need to kill. You're up.
Yes, I'm gonna fall back behind Harmony.
Okay, that's going to take 2 of your movements, 2 of your squares.
Okay. Is there any way that we could just like swap spots?
I can
You
still,
basically have.
I mean, I can still reach it from there, so
Yeah, but I can't reach it.
yeah, it'll come closer. I'm sure the other one will take its place. It'll be fine.
Okay, fine. So I'm going to use Healing Touch to try to heal myself. So I'm going to use 3 magic points.
Ooh, you get stun points.
So it heals for 1d6 per magic point, so I heal for 3d6.
That's good.
Let's see if I do anything fun with my stun points.
Reduce
Probably
the
reduce the cost.
And those MPs are valuable commodity. Alright, Harmony, you're up.
Yeah, he's getting stabbed again with the spear. Oh my god.
Oh wait, it only takes 2 to do skillful casting. So for the other one, I'm going to do Magic Shield, so I get +2 defense until the beginning of my next turn.
Good to know.
That was a hideous roll.
And a miss, unfortunately.
Wow, that was so bad.
You do have 1 stun point, though.
I really need to pull up this table. Yeah. I don't think I can do anything that good with it anyway, so.
Anyways, skirmish, you can move yourself or the target of yours attack 2 yards in any direction for 1 stun point.
Can I make him move into his friend?
No.
Just being on occupied square.
You can move him into another square, but he can't end his movement in his friend's square.
It's not really gonna get me any. I guess I'll move him 1 up if he can go into the square that's 1 up from where he is.
Sure. Okay, yeah. You ready yourself for a second attack with the spear going downwards, but suddenly curiosity darts past you. It knocks your spear into the wall, and you lose the attack as the creature backs up, afraid of your strike. The strike it thought it was coming. Gormm.
I dart forward and realize that we're not in the same place. And then continue moving for a moment. Reorient. And I will back up, or no, I'll stay there, and I will reload.
Okay. This one's gonna move up. And stab at Harmony.
Yeah, that hits.
Right, the creature you had that was behind the first one comes, it sort of switched places with its friend, and it comes at you, again, only making that weird croaking sound. There's very little emotion, which is off-putting, as you know that these creatures are pretty expressive, and it lunges into you and stabs into your torso and pierces your armor only slightly, creating a small gash in your shoulder. Gormm.
I have a question real quick. Did we heal when we slept?
Yeah, you should have.
Full?
It's not full. Let me see. Gotta be on top of your rest, guys. Come on.
I'm still new to the system.
If you get sleep, you gain 10 plus Constitution plus level in health.
Oh, then I'm maxed.
So you guys pretty much should have been maxed, yeah. Gormm, as you charge in front of the tunnel, you nearly bump into another troglodyte that's making its way down towards you, and upon seeing you, it stabs out its spear towards you.
Yeah, it doesn't touch me.
Okay. Yeah, you seeing it and working your brain working quickly, you duck out of the way as the spear goes right past your belly, inches away from stabbing through you. Winter.
Winter kind of hobbles along after Gormm, but then just stops right behind him. And that's all she's gonna do.
Okay. You guys, Curiosity Harmony, you watch as the troglodyte in the back slow turns its head towards the western side of the cave and starts walking in that direction away from you guys.
That's not good.
Curiosity, you're up.
Okay, I will use my water whip.
That definitely hits.
And then for my minor action, I will use Healing Hands.
Okay. With a satisfying, the water slams across the body of the creature. And as per the magic, you see that it hardens into that whip-like status. And it slashes across the creature, and it sort of smacks the creature's jaw, and you just watch its face twitch ever so slightly, almost like its neck was broken, and fall to the ground, face first into the dust. Harmony.
Oh, so Harmony recovers 5 plus 5 plus 4 health. 14.
I think you just need to stand behind me all the time because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think so. It's really bad if I stand in the front.
You do tend to charge the front and then get stabbed.
Yeah, I didn't want to be too metagamey and just immediately retreat. I was like, hey, it's scary. I want to fight it.
far up, though.
Is it wide enough for me to fly in here, or do I have to walk?
Yeah, it's not really big enough for you to fly.
Darn. I'm so slow when I walk. I guess I'm gonna go after the one that's running away. I'll go back. I'll say to Curiosity, leave. Grab my sword.
Priorities.
Hey, man, I like that sword.
Gormm, you are face to face with a murderous troglodyte.
Yep, so as I run smack at
Wait, hold on a second. Can I do a charge attack with the spear?
You can do a charge attack with a melee. So, yeah.
What's the rules for charge attacks in this game?
half movement,
Perfect.
and then you get a +1.
Half movement +1. That seems...
And you get a +1 on your attack roll.
You get a plus, yeah, on your attack.
Yeah, that seems like cheating.
Especially since there's no penalty like in Star Wars.
But the penalty is you only get to move half your movement, and it's a major action.
Yeah, but
But it's also
Which
a major
replaces
action
your
to
move
just do
action.
a regular attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simpler system, guys. There's not as much numbers.
It lets you do some movement while still making an attack in a way that makes, I think, some sense.
wait, so it gets rid of my regular move action, so I can only move half my speed total?
No, it's just a
Yeah.
major action.
Yeah, it's a major
Yeah,
action.
but
Okay.
you don't get any move speed unless you use a major action to move.
No, moving is a minor action.
Yes, but if you take a
Mhm.
charge, it says you may move up to half your speed, rounded down in yards, feet, and then make a melee attack against an adjacent enemy. You get a +1 bonus on your attack roll. So if you want to use this major action, you can only move up to half your speed.
Also, are you attacking through a wall? Because
So it's half my speed as the whole thing, or I'm still confused. Can I?
But you can use a minor action to move, and then it says you move up to your speed in yards, and then you use a charge attack, which lets you move up to half your
yeah.
speed in yards, and then make a melee attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're separate. Yeah, because they're
Okay.
separate things. So yeah,
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay. There we go. It's gonna get murdered. I am using.
wait, but
Mhm.
I have a question. Aren't you attacking through a wall? Because
No.
I see
He's not attacking.
light
your
is blocked
creature.
through there.
He's not
Huh?
attacking. He's not attacking your creature. He's attacking
Oh.
the creature adjacent. to him.
Okay.
One of them was trying to run away. I caught up to
Yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, I see
It
you
failed.
kind
It
of clipping
failed
through to my
miserably
side,
as
so I
running
was
away.
confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna use lethal blow. And anything. Oh, and I'll use my last one to do stay aware, so I'll make a perception test against the target number 11 down the hallway to see if there's anything else going on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so that's gonna be 13.
Yeah, you managed to catch up to it, and you're using your spear, right?
Yes.
You take your spear and stab it through the throat, and your spear actually touches the ground through it. It's just like skewering the creature as it tries to run. It goes limp immediately after you stab it through, and you look up ahead of you to try and listen and see what's going on. And you can see a little bit of twisting shadow, and you hear what sounds like battle and commotion coming from the wall next to you behind it.
Okay.
Now it is Gorm's turn.
Now I will aim and shoot an arrow into this thing. So there, just pretend there's a +1 in this attack. 15. Maybe looking for step points.
That'll definitely hit.
I'll add in a mighty blow. And is my dexterity higher than its dexterity? -3.
Yes.
Okay, that's 4d6. Yay. So 16 damage total.
16.
Mm-hmm.
What are you using to attack?
Longbow.
Okay.
There's a price to this high output of damage.
You have a +6? Wow. I guess it normally does +3, so you got an extra 3. Okay, I think I've got an extra 4 on my bow.
Yeah, kind of almost Legolas style. You swerve out of the way of the creature, and you actually take out your arrows, and you stab the creature through its torso once with the arrow, and then you slip it into your longbow, crouch down, and shoot upwards, and you shoot the arrow straight through its jaw and up through its head, and the arrow goes even further than that. It was such a close range, and it sticks all the way up into the ceiling above you. The creature stands there for a moment and then swerves and falls on its side. Curiosity, could you roll a perception for me, please? Okay. You see before you the dead troglodyte. Its eyes are no longer glowing in any way. It looks like just like the same pitiful creature you found in the caves. Looking a little closer at it, it strikes you because you notice on one of the little patches of armor, you see similar markings of the same troglodyte tribe that you befriended only a couple days ago on this little creature.
Noted.
I listen to see it for any sounds of more commotion.
You see a light come around the bend, and Harmony comes out. Oh, I guess you were right. They are connected. You okay over here?
Do I see Harmony's
Gormm nods.
forward?
Yeah, you dropped it right in front of your feet.
Okay.
I'm listening for any signs of more commotion from the other passageway back behind me.
You don't hear anything. It's pretty quiet.
There was another branch off down here.
I go and grab my arrows.
Here's your sword.
Thanks. Don't drop it next time.
How many arrows did you fire?
2.
One of them's in the ceiling, so you can't reach that one.
7 foot tall. Are you sure I'm not tall enough to jump at it and try and pull it out?
Oh no. Trips, rolls ankle. Has to hobble.
I mean, it's pretty dark, and it's not like it's just like sticking straight up. It's kind of wedged in a little. This is not smooth surfaces. I mean, I'll let you roll for it if you really want it.
I love to roll for things. Of course I will.
Okay. And since strength has an actual focus called jumping, that's what we're gonna do.
I don't have that, so I'm just going to roll a strength. And I only have a 1 in so let's have fun. Let me see what strength point. I don't know.
You
I
can
don't think it would be
do with
useful
a
to use.
flourish.
Okay, with a flourish then.
Cool. Yeah, so you sort of like matrix jump. You run up to the side wall, you jump off of the side wall, and jump onto the next wall, and do a final leap and grab hold of your arrow and pull it down with you and do a 7-point landing. A little bit of dust flaring out from your feet. Everyone around you is very impressed with how you acquired 1 arrow.
Wow, that was amazing. I've never seen someone without wings be so graceful before.
Gormm
Also, are
nods.
both of you all right?
Gormm nods again.
Winter grabs the spear that's in her leg and pulls it out. No!
Also, there's a spear in Curiosity's shoulder.
Gormm turns
I
around.
didn't take that out when I was healing it?
I
Okay.
didn't say that.
Yeah, you
Okay, I
did.
take the spear out. I didn't realize it was still stuck in my arm.
That's how spears work.
Just shock.
Okay, I take the spear out.
Yeah, you two look disgusting and bloody.
Yeah, Gormm turns around and says, I told you to stop. And then goes and gets his other arrow.
Okay,
Winter glares very angrily at Gormm.
I very gently take the spear out and then put my hands there and then use healing hands. So Winter recovers 11 health.
Anybody else notice that their eyes?
Winter smiles thankfully at him.
Anyone else notice their eyes are weird?
Yes, they were glowing with a weird purple mist.
What?
It was very creepy.
That's not what it looked like. It was like black, pouring off of their eyes.
Black. It looked like a swirling purple starlight.
And Harmony, actually, as you're looking at the creatures, that those black tar-like tears are still on their face as far as you can see.
Look, you can't see that? It's on its face right now.
Gormm looks down at the face of the troglodyte standing over.
Just looks like a dead troglodyte to you. The glowing is gone. Just what's left is a poor, pathetic face of this little lizard man.
There's nothing on his face.
I reach down and put my hand on its face to see if I feel anything.
No, I don't really. It's rubbery and scaly.
Am I touching it, Harmony?
Yeah, what's it look like to me when his hand goes there?
You see him touch it, but it doesn't seem to rub off on his fingers. He doesn't seem to disturb it in any way. It just looks like Now that it's dead, it doesn't look like he's bleeding anymore, but it looks like just dried on tar tears streaming down its face, like mascara run in the rain.
It looks kind of like, I don't know, like it was oozing black out of its eyes. I guess maybe it's dry now, but it doesn't look like, when you're touching it, it doesn't look like you're doing anything. You really can't see
Gormm
that?
starts poking around the Trog corpse that he has gotten his arrow from to see if there's the possibility of anything valuable on it.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Expecting disappointment. Ooh, stun points.
You don't actually find anything on this tribe. I mean, you've encountered these creatures. They're pretty poor and don't really carry much on them. However, you do notice that its body fell on something quite interesting.
I will look at this interesting thing.
Curiosity, what happened when you talked to him, when you said that? Because I was still coming around the corner. And then they were just attacking.
They both just turned around. It was very spooky. That's why I dropped the sword. But it was very unnerving. They turned around at the same exact rate, and they looked very strange with their glowing purple eyes. What about you, Winter? Do you see purple eyes? Or do you see this weird black tar stuff?
Winter looks down at the troglodyte they're all looking at.
You just see a sad little troglodyte. You actually kind of feel bad a little bit. He doesn't look very scary now without his eyes glowing. He just looks like a sad little creature.
I just saw the purple. I didn't see anything. Now it looks pitiful, actually.
I also noticed it looks like these troglodytes are the same tribe as the ones we saw earlier.
Like I said.
What about you, Gormm? Did you see purple?
You'd look at me and you see me hefting this gigantic tower shield made of wood.
Were their eyes glowing purple?
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't. I was just trying to kill them.
I thought hunters were supposed to be observant. I need to know. Were their eyes glowing purple?
I scour my memory to see if I noticed anything like that.
I mean, you recall that there was something purple and weird about their eyes. You were more focused about where to kill them, where to aim your arrow. But yeah, there was something weird about them.
I guess.
I was thinking if only Winter and I could see their purple eyes, maybe it had something to do with our affinity for the arcane. But if you saw it too, Gormm, that means something is wrong with Harmony. Do you think it has something to do with that soul gem thing?
Well, it's supposed to be useless.
Yeah, well, maybe we shouldn't carry that around.
Kind of. So how much does that thing weigh?
Probably like a good 10 pounds. Actually, yeah, probably a good 10 pounds.
Okay, I walk over to Harmony and try to stare into his eyes, and I lift up my finger and try to glow it super bright, like at the eye doctor, and move it around and look in his eyes and see if anything looks weird.
Okay.
You're right, the eye exam's gonna solve all of our problems.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Oops, I double clicked it.
Okay, so the 15 then?
Mhm.
I mean, he looks a little tired, but I mean, he had a rough night last night, so that kind of checks out. Other than that, he looks perfectly normal.
Look, we worry about this later. They obviously seem like, since they turned at the same time, they're clearly being controlled by something. And since Aerie walked here at a straight line, we need to go find him as soon as possible. And if they're also being controlled by something, that something probably knows we're here now.
Yeah, hold on to my bow and arrow.
But that other one was running away, but we caught it before it could escape.
It was running up here. I don't know. Maybe it was trying to help its friend up here instead. Because
Is there another passageway over here?
it went past that other passageway.
I meant like over this way. Or there is. Okay.
Gormm, are you still looking for footprints?
Hadn't thought about it. I don't think in game I would have thought about it either because, I mean, killing stuff. So maybe I think about it now. I don't know. I'll roll intelligence. Yeah, I'd probably think about it.
Okay, go ahead and roll tracking. As you start heading up that passageway, you do notice those same footprints going in a straight, well, not entirely straight, but seemingly in a direction, a purposeful direction.
I whisper behind me, this way. Let me go ahead. And I start sneaking up ahead to try and get a look at what's up here.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
That's the lowest perception I've rolled in a while.
It's kind of dark, but you notice, because of your keen senses, the passageway ends. It's no longer a cave, and you start seeing what looks like stonework, like walls and pavement and carvings, like it's man-made. And you also notice some sort of figures, or maybe figures, shifting shadows ahead of you.
I ready and I aim. And the moment it looks like the thing I saw comes into view, I'm just going to open fire. Like, right, or the moment I see it start to shift or move or act, I will open fire.
Okay. Harmony, as you come up, you start noticing that same stonework. And it bothers you a little because it seems familiar. You also see Gormm hiding up against a wall with his arrow drawn. You can't really see what he's aiming at. You see maybe some shifting shadows in it ahead.
I look back to see where the other two are.
They seem to be fine, although behind you conversing about something. Winter, did you see Curiosity's text?
No, she didn't. Just a moment.
Gormm, as you get closer, not seeing really the creature or anything, whatever it is, moving closer at all. You get to a point close enough where you can just make out what looks like a man, but not a living man, like bones, a man's bones, standing there with some sort of weapon, sword maybe, and it's just sort of shifting in place, looking about. But what catches your notice is that same starlight violet eye color melting off of his eye sockets.
I look to see if there's a little stone thing anywhere visible on him, and then I
Does this look newly...
so 13.
13 damage.
Yep. And I will reload. Because I was aiming before my turn, before this sort of turn started.
Okay, what's going on? I lost internet there for a second.
I shot the thing.
Which one?
Okay.
At 19, that is a great roll for once. And I imagine while you guys are talking, you hear a twang and a thud.
Okay, everyone, please roll initiative.
Well, apparently I was not very observant.
You were just blindsided. I know what happened. You're just staring there, like you're wondering what just moved in front of your face. Is it a bat? What was it?
Gormm, what was your initiative?
19.
Okay, how many?
A 3. I rolled a nat 1 on that.
Oh no. Winter? And Curiosity rolled a 14. You're not prepared.
How on earth did it have a 2? Does it have a -1 to dexterity?
Actually, it has -2 to dexterity.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder if you'll be able to do extra damage to him, Gormm.
I've already done extra damage to him.
Yeah, so Curiosity, as you're kind of a little bewildered and kind of considering what's going on, trying to make sense of this place, all of a sudden you hear and you look up and you see Gormm has already released an arrow and is getting ready to reload another. And you look and you kind of trace over and can't quite see, but you see something coming towards from where he hit. Gormm, you go ahead and make another attack. Next attack.
Ooh, there's no points. So,
That
let's
was a
see.
hit.
Yep.
You could lightning attack. Oh, but you can't. That's melee. Never mind. Well, you can't reload. Yeah, never mind.
If I had 4, I could rapid reload and then lightning attack. But right with this, I'm going. I'm going to skirmish and move it 2 yards back away from me. And-
It's already up, like its body's already up against a wall right now.
Oh yeah, just rapid reload and mighty blow. And I already know I do the extra 1d6 for being more dexterous, so just pop the regular bit.
Alright, so 12 damage.
And yeah, I do 23.
Nice rolls. Wow, that's like almost perfect max damage. Nice. That's gonna help me.
One off.
Yeah, so it's dead.
I thought so.
Yep, you're Legolas. It's official.
So, Harmony, before you can know what's going on, Gormm lets out a second arrow, and you hear a clattering sound as something akin to a sword falls to the ground, and then all of a sudden it sounds like someone just spilled a bunch of like wooden apples that you just hear clang, 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 spill across the stone floor.